The following program was made possible by Bonfils Stanton Foundation and viewers like you.
Everyone in the Gas Pops is a huge jazz head, but
Not everyone.
Not everyone, not him. We can get back to that later. But
No,
yeah.
let's not.
That conversion is slow.
That confusion is slow, exactly, yeah.
Freedom don't come easy. Fear it always comes down hard, like a screaming silver bullet or a bully on the schoolyard. But the freedom that we're standing for.
Welcome to Washington's and Foco MX. We are filming Sounds on 29th, and we will be introducing one of Colorado's best bands. So will you please make some noise for Gasoline Lollipops?
There's a stranger inside my clothes, too scared to speak his mind. He's been living with his eyes closed, thinking that he is blind. But I've been living with this rage, here to serve, never to deliver. But I've been bleeding on the page, babe. Have I bled enough, dear? Well, watch me bleed a river. Tie up your bibs and sharpen up your knife. I'm serving rare rib on the bone tonight. Taking requests, so get alive. I'm offering my body, spirit, soul, and mind. So help me find my way and tell me what to say. Show me how to play and tell me what I gotta do to make you go away. There's a monster beneath my bed. Been sleeping there for years. Well, I've been working hard to keep him fed on all my fears. But tonight I'm crowding in my sleep. And I can feel the bed shaking. There's a killer stirring way down in the deep. And things are gonna change when that beast awakens. Jesus said there's nothing that nobody shouldn't give. But selfless isn't helpful if it costs a life to live. If everyone keeps drinking from the same well, it goes dry. If everyone keeps drinking from my thing, they gotta die. So grow your horns and kill them all. You ain't their dog, don't help them that they're crazy. Throw your heart right through the wall and watch it fall on its architect, baby. Thank you all.
What led to the musical awakenings in both of you? Like, when was the point in time where you started saying, oh, I want to do this? What were you listening to? What was happening?
I mean, for me, it was I first started writing songs when my dad taught me 3 chords on his acoustic guitar up in his cabin in Nova Scotia where he lives. It's on like 350 acres. There's no electricity or, gravity-fed spring water. And so at night, when the sun gets dark, it's like there's nothing to do. You're just sitting in the cabin, no lights, no nothing. There's just this one guitar. So I started playing songs on the 3 chords he taught me. And at that time, I was listening to a lot of my dad's music, really. And so it was like Bob Dylan and Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin and Arlo Guthrie and Townes Van Zandt, and the list goes on and on. He's got good taste in music. And so that's what I was listening to. Leonard Cohen has always been my main man.
Yeah.
And so, I'd been writing poetry for years before that, but that was the first time I put it to music. And when I did, it was an electric feeling. And I never thought about doing it for a living.
Yeah.
I never thought about performing. I just wrote like mad for like 5 years, 6 years, just writing songs like crazy and not ever thinking about playing them for any, you know, sometimes at an open mic, somebody'd be like, you should get up there and play a few. So I would. And that was more terrifying than inspiring. Like, I wasn't really like, oh yeah, I want to do more of that. I wanted to write more. And then over the years, I got more used to performing.
When you send me packing down that Green River Valley, I knew that if you couldn't, no one would have me. Lost myself drinking with those stray dogs in the alleys to the whiskey sold to my bones. Well, the dark came on cold, blowing off that muddy river. Felt so goddamn old, I didn't have the strength to shiver. Moon was swallowed whole when the sky slid back that sliver. I knew I had to go it alone. Love is free, so take all you can. You just don't ask me to be the bigger man. Yeah, 'cause I'm all spent. Well, I gave all I had. Yeah, I guess living the good life, brother. Baby, bad. You gon' chase that girl, go on, get that money. Go on, break the world. I know you think it's full of honey. Maybe someday I'll look back and think it's funny how you always had to burn it low. Yeah, but right now in the ashes, choking on the smoke. Well, I find it hard to grasp this great big cosmic joke. And I'm swimming through the tears and years of life and hope. And I know you ain't coming back around. But love is free, so take all you can. And I won't ask you to be the bigger man. Yeah, 'cause you're all spent. Well, you gave all you had. Yeah, I guess living a good life, bro. Ain't you bad? Rolled up, oh, below, and got above. Oh, take all your monies from my blood. Yeah, show me what I'm really made of. More than fear, more than love. Oh, and set me free. I've done all I can. You just don't ask me to be the bigger man. Yeah, 'cause we're all spent. Where we gave all we could. Yeah, I guess living the bad life, brother, feels too good. Thanks, y'all.
And how about for you, Brad? What was your musical awakening?
For my awakening it wasn't like a particular moment or anything, but I mean, my first instrument was the oboe. I started that mainly because my brother, when it came time to pick electives in 6th grade, I was going to do another gym class and he was like, you should do music. And so I did music thinking I was going to do drums or something, but I was one of the only kids who could make a sound on a double reed. So I did that, learned to read, and I picked up electric bass. And that was like the first time I did something for myself. Because before I was just kind of curious about it, wanted to learn the elements. but then eventually found the upright, and I heard Edgar Meyer play Bach cello suites, and I was like, I want to do that. And that segued me into my love of classical music as well.
And you can do that. You can play Bach cello suites.
Really?
On the upright. I've heard you do it, Brad.
Movements, yes. Yeah, well, I sought out to do that, and then, started doing other stuff. But when I joined the Gas Pops much later, after I went to school for jazz and classical and stuff, I came here and was like going to school again after I met them in 2014, because I became exposed to all these American songwriters, like people he was just talking about. And I was opened up to this breadth of American music. I'd already been studying jazz and like amazing American music. There's this quote that Yo-Yo Ma said. He was like, early in his career, he was seeking a perfect performance, and he eventually attained it. Everything was exactly how he wanted, and he said he felt completely empty. Yeah, he was like, yeah, and from that moment on, he strove for an emotional performance, connecting with audience, really the reason why we do art. And I love striving, getting as close as we can, but that's one thing I love about our music, is that we just kind of, whatever happens on stage happens, and it's fine.
And that's an interesting point, is that like all the guys in the band went to music school, right? And so they've been practicing to metronomes and scales. No, I'm not passing judgment.
No, yeah,
I'm saying this is how it is, right? If you go to school, you got to study and you got to do things by the book. And that's how they all did it for a long time. And I was self-taught. So I was always trying to just on my own figure out what it takes in order to get better, right? And obviously taking a lot longer than it would if you went to school. So I'm going this way and they're going this way. And then at some point, when we all got together as a band, they started leaning more towards this philosophy, right? That Yo-Yo Ma was talking about it needs some humanity, it needs some rough edges, it needs some mistakes in order to be interesting, right? Like perfection's just not interesting. And they started leaning more into the heart of it, as I was leaning more into the technical end of it, and I think we settled in some pretty cool common ground.
Well, I was just a little boy, the devil came for me. He pressed my chest and with a curse he blessed a prophecy. Said I'd never hold a pot of gold, nary spend a dime, but I'd be rich as the devil in my mind. So I picked up some pen that I found laying in the thorns. When the moon rose at night, my shadow had two horns, but I was tearing through the pages, burning through the verse, and I knew that I'd be happy with my curse. And I traded wings for freedom to be down here singing in the dregs and demon choir. Come on! If I could choose a struggle to extract from my brain, I guess it'd be the one that's here now driving me insane. About hope and high glory, never lasting life, cause though it's short and dull, it cuts like a knife. Well, hell yes, I'm dissatisfied with all these muted hues. I'd prefer the world was burning, they gave me reds and blues, but I could build a rainbow with one black thorn tip pen, so I'll be working for the devil till the end. And I trade my wings for freedom to be down here singing in the dregs and demon choir. And when the angels cry for me, it's just pure jealousy. They can't be down here they can be down here by the fire. Thank you all.
Who are like some of your other peers within music that you feel like you're looking to and being inspired by?
I mean, for me, a big one is Robert Louis Cole.
Yeah, okay.
And like, he retired from music. I mean, Yo-Yo Ma said it took him that long to figure out if he wanted to be one. I guess Robert figured it out pretty quick, but in that short amount of time, just as like from the angle I'm coming from writing songs and my sensibility in songwriting, his is similar. And I just admire how deeply he can occupy an imagined space and describe it in such a way that I feel like I'm in the middle of it, you know? There's not many writers that can like transport me like that to another time and location, some places I've never been, and feel them so intensely. I just think he was an amazing songwriter.
Awesome. How about for you, Brad?
I mean, again, people that I know, like other bass players have a really kind of unique bond because we play with so many different people. We've all been in 4 or 5 bands at one time. And there's just this great well of bass players in the local community here, and also people that have lived here before or from here. Like this guy, Andrew Ryan, who was childhood friends with our drummer, Kevin. But when he lived here, he's from here, but he moved back here after college and now he lives in New York. But him and so many other people too. I mean, I could be here all night actually listing all these names.
Toll hole through Memphis, cut ribbons on the Natchez Trace. Knocked yourselves out on Nashville, came to on Elliston Place. There's a whole lot of ghosts on Music Row most folks can't seem to see. Guess I might have missed them myself if they hadn't taken notice of me. So I'm singing to the devil, I guess I'm on my way. But before they close that curtain, baby, I got one last song to play. It goes, oh, 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 that road will tear you up and leave you alone. If you haven't found what you're looking for yet, then friend, you better head back home. Landed on New Orleans, dirtier than the street. Everything was awful, we only passed on sleep. It's a long walk of shame from Poncha train back to the Great Divide. Your only comfort, a pack of bombs and the devil right by your side. So you're singing to the devil, your name is on his ring. But before he hits that exit ramp, he got one last song to sing. It goes, oh, 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 that road will tear you up and leave you alone. If you haven't found your friends by now, then friend, you better head back home. Come on. Got jailed in Abilene. By the time I laid eyes on the Great Divide, it was the best thing I'd ever seen. But wherever you go, there you are, so I'm right back here again. The devil dropped me at this dirty old bar and said I need to make new friends. So I'm singing to myself, I guess I've come a long, long way. But if I ever found what I was looking for, I'd probably lose it anyway. Singing, oh, 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 that road will tear you up and leave you alone. If you haven't found what you're looking for yet, then friend, you better head back home. Singing, oh, 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 that road will tear you up and leave you alone. If you haven't found your friends by now, then friend, you better head back home.
anybody you all want to shout out at this point? You're like, hey, I want to give somebody their flowers right now. I want to talk about this band or this venue or this manager.
Yeah.
Venue, Gold Hill Inn,
Oh, the Gold Hill Inn.
hands
sure.
down, man. Brian
Yeah.
Finn, Chris Finn, like
Yeah.
the whole, like that's our slice of heaven on earth. Yeah.
Where is that?
It's Gold Hill. It's like if you take Mapleton and Boulder, and just like 15 minutes up into the mountain, you come to Gold Hill. There's like
It's enchanted.
it's amazing. Yeah. And
Yeah. And as far as artists go, my buddy Ben Hanna, I'm producing his new record right now. It's the first time I've ever produced a record, and it's killer. Yeah. And Ben Hanna's like a completely different animal.
Gas Pops at Washington's at Foco MX. How has that been for y'all? What does this festival mean to y'all?
This festival's awesome. I don't know how many times I've played it, like 12 something, 10, I don't know, a lot of years. And it's kind of the coolest festival in Colorado for musicians. I don't know what it is for concert goers. It seems like they're having a great time. The line is around the block for all the venues. But for musicians, we hardly ever get to see each other, you know? It's like only if we're sharing a bill usually. And there's so much great music in this state. I can't think of a band that I don't like in this state, you know? And I don't like most music. Yeah. So that says something for Colorado, you know? We got it going on.
Yeah,
So,
we do.
yeah, it's good to be here.
Clay, Brad, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Stefan.
yeah.
Caroline was a friend of mine. My boyfriend Travis was out of his mind, but they knew how to turn the dime. Ran a little operation on the Auburn old line. Walked in tracks every Monday night. The risk was high, but the price was right. Pushing them books and moonshine across the Alabama line. High line, LSD, cicada, whippoorwill symphony. On the firefly lights, flashing like heartbeats on the Tennessee. Travis, he was a goddamn fool. Tattooed his eyelids, drank from a kiddie pool full of Mad Dog and Hennessy. A poster child for the backwoods of Tennessee. Drove all night, no map or compass. Never saw the buzz till it was on us, so we swallowed all the pills. We lost our minds in that county check. High line, PCP, CB radio symphony. On the fluorescent lights, flashing like heartbeats on the Tennessee. Guess that we just never knew better, being raised on beans and federal cheddar. It comes as no surprise that we would fade out on the Tennessee sky. We rose up from that jailhouse floor, left the flesh we didn't need no more. We fell like drops of rain into that cosmic plane. High like eternity, angel afterlife symphony, chasing those lights, flashing like heartbeats on the Tennessee. High like LSD, cicada, whippoorwill symphony. On the firefly lights, flashing like heartbeats on the Tennessee. flashing like heartbeats on a Tennessee night. Thank you all. You can't hold on to one little thing. You got to let go. Let love and freedom reign. So let's drink to the river. Let it carry us on. Pray we don't sink before we see the dawn. But that sun is gonna come up over the flood. Before I knew you, I never knew love. Before I knew you, I never knew love. Before I knew you, there was nothing at all. Thanks, y'all.
If you enjoyed watching Sounds on 29th, we hope you'll support PBS 12 to help bring you more fun, grassroots local music programming. Visit pbs12.org/program support and donate today.